Dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh, okay.
We lost.
Damn it.
We lost Henny.
I was like, oh, that sound isn't good.
Like, fuck this.
So I guess he hates lesbians.
Oh, come on. I mean, yes, but come on.
Come on, Heeni.
Come on. They haven't done anything but,
Oh shit, she heard us.
yeah.
No, I
Jack was
what did you
talking
guys say?
shit, and I was defending. I was
Shut up.
defending Your Honor.
You know I'm the editor, right?
He'll
What
make it
did you
sound
say?
bad.
Apparently, Jordan thinks you hate lesbians.
Is that true?
You think I hate what? Lesbians?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't. No, my sister's a lesbian.
And there goes Jordan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I still like
No,
you the best. But your sister's up there now.
No,
God damn it,
I
Jordan.
think she's cooler than me.
But is she hotter?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Couldn't
Aw, thank you. It's gonna be so much expectation when I see you guys now. I don't know.
Hey, welcome to the Late Night CinemaScope podcast. This week, we have a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Heeni.
I'm
Yep,
really,
all the way from New Zealand.
I'm really surprised Jordan didn't just pop up and say, "Hey, everybody."
I was waiting for something like that to happen. There was a bit of a pause.
She paused, yeah, and I was like, now's my entry.
Okay, Henny, do you happen to have a top 10 where you're at?
A top 10?
A top 10
No.
movies. Okay, then we're going to just do this domestically, which is by US, because fuck Canada.
Hey, I'm actually included. Canada is included in the domestic.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
All right, then number 10. You ready to get surprised?
Yes.
Ready?
All right. Debuting at number 10, Unfinished Business.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. 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 The new Vince Vaughn film.
Good.
With Dave Franco and Dave Franco and
Oh, that guy.
yeah. You know, he played
Oh, is it
yeah,
okay? Is it Cyclops or Falcone?
Falcone.
Okay, yeah, Tom
Yeah.
Wilkinson.
Tom Wilkinson.
God,
Yeah, had no interest in seeing it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
that's surprising. Just in that crap like that usually dominates.
Yeah, it would usually be at like number 4 at least.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In a world where Grown Ups 2 beats Pacific Rim,
Yeah. Yeah,
I expect Unfinished Business.
to at least have to at least crack the top 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at number 9 we have The Duff.
God, I'm gonna see that maybe this week.
What was it about?
A designated ugly fat friend. So girls who hang out with
Oh, yeah.
unattractive girls, yeah, just to make themselves look better.
I want to see that movie.
I want to see it drunk out of my mind.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Right?
I might see it out of my mind. I just like getting drunk. I don't know if you guys know.
Any and every opportunity.
Are
I
you
brought
drunk
up
right now?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed you must be if you agreed to be on the show with us.
I should have. I can go
Yeah.
crack a beer right now.
She went to crack a beer, didn't she? There we go.
What up? I brought up.
I was waiting for it.
The New Zealand top 10 list if you want me to
Oh,
Very
okay.
a little bit different. So
Yeah,
number
it's
2
gonna.
was Unfinished Business as well, but at number 9 just thinking
God,
about IMDb.
nobody in the world wanted to see this film.
This guy can't catch a break.
And for number 9, we've got Wild.
What's
Hmm.
wild? Wait, that's that Reese Witherspoon movie?
Yeah, the Reese Witherspoon movie.
Okay, then over here in the States, at number 8 was The Lazarus Effect.
Right, I remember you mentioning that last.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
was
was
it
at
in
number
the top 5?
yeah, that was at number 5 last week. Fell to number
Oh
8.
wow, what a flop.
Damn.
The Seventh Son.
Wow.
Right. I wanted to see that just because it got delayed so bad.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out.
2013. I saw the trailer on Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
Wow.
And
yeah.
yeah,
So what was wrong with it? Why did it get postponed for so long? Do you know?
I have no idea. No.
Most likely they was trying to fix whatever, either story or it probably just went through editing nightmare. Okay, our number 7 is McFarlane USA.
I don't know that one.
What's
I don't.
that?
What is that?
Oh, it's a
Mc-
Disney picture.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
Really?
Yeah.
McFarlane USA was at number 6 last week. McFarlane USA is a track coach. Jim White, Kevin Costner, is a newcomer to a predominantly Latino high school, and it's one of those movies.
Maria Bello, though.
What?
It's like Maria Bello, though.
Uh,
But it's a Disney picture, so.
yeah.
Wait, did Disney just make this movie? It wasn't it called like the $1 Million Arm? Is this not the exact same movie?
It's Remember the Titans. That's all. That's all. All of these Disney films are. Yeah, white guy comes to minorities and save the day. Okay, Henny, what was your number 7?
Our number 7 is Citizen 4. Citizen 4. Trying to get something about it.
Oh, this is about Edward Snowden. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Edward Snowden. Filmed as the 20-year-old blew the whistle on mass surveillance by the United States and 4 allied governments. Documentary.
God, I love
Okay,
it.
I was gonna ask about that if it was because isn't Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing one?
Yeah, with what's that director? Always political and crap.
Oliver Stone, I think.
Oliver Stone. There we go.
Another weird makeup job.
Yeah.
They keep putting that. I think that's his third one because there was Looper, that new wire walking one,
Yeah.
and now this.
He's trying to. I bet you he's just trying to get an Oscar. Okay, our number 6 is 50 Shades of Grey.
Ugh.
Yay! Like a shell.
I'm guessing Henny has an opinion on 50 Shades of Grey.
No, no, I don't. I actually haven't seen it, so I can't have an opinion on it. Although I have no desire to go and watch it.
Oh, me and Jordan hasn't seen 50 Shades of Grey, and we definitely have an opinion on it. Yeah,
So where do you guys stand?
Fuck
The
that
shit.
movie. Fuck
Yeah.
that movie.
Will
Was that
not see that.
was that number 4 last week? Is that number 6 this week?
Oh, it's slowly getting out of there.
Not fast enough.
So number 6 over here is Jupiter Ascending.
It makes sense.
Yeah. At number 5 over here, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water.
Still,
It's a kids movie, you know. You know how this thing goes. A kids movie stays in the top 5 until another kid movie comes.
Kids. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
Stupid kids.
Was at number 3 last week, at number 5 this week.
Number 5 over here is 50 Shades of Grey. We
Oh,
get to skip for that one. We don't have to talk about
disappointed.
at number 4, at number 4 this week is Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Oh.
Yep,
Oh, I see that.
fell from number 2.
They held on though. So
Yeah.
Number 4 over here is Focus.
oh,
Number 3, debuting at number 3 this week. Jordan, you want to guess?
Chappie.
Nope. The second best exotic Mangold Hotel.
Oh Jesus! I didn't even know that was out yet.
Did not know either. Yep.
Oh, that's not a good.
It's not.
Even that title is just the worst.
Yeah.
It is a really bad title. Number 3 over here is The Theory of Everything.
Weird.
Yeah. That's like that's on Blu-ray over here now.
Yeah.
That's a later release date as well. We get shit so late over here.
At number 2 this week, Focus.
Oh.
Yep. Focus. Fell from number 1 last week. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Number 2 over here is we've got The Kingsman, The Secret Service.
Nice. You have a better number 2 film than we do.
Better top 5 in general, it seems.
Yeah.
Except for Theory of Everything.
Come on. Theory of Everything is. I haven't watched that movie, so I can't say anything.
I haven't either, but still, fuck that movie.
And at number 1 this week, Chappie.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, this is the weirdest top 10 this week. Very weird.
I was expecting that to tank hard, given all
Yeah.
of the.
Yeah. So it didn't make its budget back, but it debuted number 1, so
Yeah.
it's going to be like that for a while.
Until Mad Max.
Is that the next? Is that what's next?
Yeah, I think that's April.
Yeah,
Sometime,
there you go.
just a little bit before Avengers.
Yeah, they got to push that out quick.
Yeah.
Debuting
yeah.
at number 1 over here is the second best exotic Marigold Hotel.
Wow.
Forget what I said about a better top 5.
Yeah.
They're equally shitty.
Damn it! You let us down, number 1.
Yep. Top 10s. Because fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, well, do we have any movie news?
I didn't find anything. Because you were so late starting this episode.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, Jared.
No. Don't feed into this. The only movie news I see: American Sniper becomes top grossing film, surpassing The Hunger Games.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was you saying Hunger Games beat Guardians of the Galaxy. I was
No.
it sucks, but it makes sense. But what?
Yeah.
Well, I just heard Hunger Games, and I assumed that's
Right,
what it is.
your brain just been on shutdown.
Why is it so surprising?
Because the Oscar-worthy films usually here, at least here, don't surpass like blockbusters.
Yeah.
They probably won't even match them unless it's like Titanic or some shit like that.
Right. Like
But
that's a war film that was actually getting like a lot of people arguing about it. Like some people thought it was, overly patriotic sort of conservative crap, and some people thought it was like a depressing look at what war does to you,
Yeah.
or at least yeah, and so yeah, and also yeah, Oscar sort of contender there, and it's making more than the Hunger Games, which is
License to print money.
yeah, or Guardians of the Galaxy, both of which have like mass appeal to multiple age groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Hunger Games movies.
I stopped
Oh,
after part 2.
Part 3 is actually pretty good.
I'll see part 3 when part 4 comes out. I don't want to
I
see
heard
half a movie.
I heard that
Oh,
from
yeah.
my brother
That's
too.
But that is good.
But yeah, that like because he was with me and not seeing these, but then he got married and his wife makes him
Oh,
go to
all
see
right.
every one of these.
As you do.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, of all of them, the third one actually was substantially better."
Yeah, it's pretty good. The like Jennifer Lawrence really sells herself in that one.
Ooh.
Not like a whore or anything. But no, it's really good. Ah, shit. I read out the wrong list, guys.
What? What?
As I'm looking at it now, I just read out the wrong list. Oh, we
What
won't
was
worry
that
about
list
it.
for?
It was the top 10 flicks, as in it was the top 10 movies for the website that I was on. And then I
Oh,
flicked over to the box office top 10.
Hmm.
It's yeah, it's pretty different. We'll worry about that another time.
No, we don't. Yeah. Nah. It's too late. It's too late.
yep.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about Harrison Ford and laugh at him?
Why, what happened?
Harrison Ford got into an airplane accident.
Oh,
Yeah, he crashed his plane.
why would you?
He crashed his plane. He's all right. He's all right. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
dead.
that's kidding.
He's not dead. He was in critical condition, but he's not dead. So I don't know
Was he
where.
flying the plane?
Yeah, he was flying the plane. He flew a plane and crashed it in a mini golf course.
Damn, it's
Yep.
come a long way since being Han Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
But I love that that meme, by the way, with
wait,
Lando
which
Calrissian.
Which
wait,
one?
I didn't see that one.
It's like a clip from or like images from Empire Strikes Back, and it's Billy D. Williams going, "You're still as a great a pilot as ever, but you still can't Lando."
Oh, yes, I saw
Yep. Yeah, Harrison Ford crashes the plane in a mini golf course. What was our other movie? I mean, other news?
uh, fuck if I know.
Yeah, God, it was such a slow week. God damn it, Marvel, this is your fault.
Oh, that was it.
Oh yeah, there it is. So there was a new trailer out this week.
Uh,
What
Yep.
for, Jared?
The Avengers: Age of Ultron trailer 3, and I have to say, I cannot wait for this movie.
It looks really exciting. I wasn't gonna watch it, except for the fact that I read like a couple of nights before this interview with Chris Hemsworth, and he was teasing how this ties in with like the bigger sort of Thanos kind of stuff, and that got me really pumped. And now watching this, uh, I'm actually pumped for Thor, which is weird because I hate both of the Thor movies.
Oh, come on.
yeah, both of
Okay,
them.
okay, the second one I think is just needless, but that first one
Yeah,
I
it's
think
cool.
is like uh I think that first one is of like Batman and Robin X-Men Origins
Oh,
territory
come
bad.
on.
It
No.
is so bad.
No, it's not.
It is
It's
so
not that
bad.
bad.
It is so
No, it's not.
Damn bad.
No, it's not. I mean, granted, the dude doesn't know how to use a camera. He doesn't know how. He doesn't know how
Oh
to move
god,
it.
no.
All those Dutch shots. There's no need for them.
And like spinning the camera around needlessly.
And only having one black character, but it's not that bad.
I remember seeing that for the first time, not knowing what to expect, but going, hey, this is part of this new Marvel thing they're doing now, the whole shared universe. I'll give it a try. And I was just blown away, shocked, floored by how bad it was.
Oh, you go. Heeni, what do you think? What do you think of the Avengers trailer? Because I'm done talking to him. You're the new co-host of the Late Night CinemaScope podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
First show here being promoted. Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was really cool. It was like watching the trailer, and it's just each, I don't know, what do you call them, scenes or whatever, um, was just better than the next one, and it was just, I don't know. I'm super excited to see it. I can't even put it into words. It's so good.
See,
Just
Jordan,
big
that's why she's
just big.
co-host now.
Hey,
Yeah.
I said I liked it too.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I just don't like Thor. Except Thor's looking cool in this
You're
movie.
excited.
Talking shit to Ultron.
That was so cool.
That was cool.
I mean, you could see, like little seeds being sown for Civil War, and it was really
Right. That's what
that
excites
whole
me a lot here too, is I'm hoping uh looks like there's a one section where I'm assuming they're chilling out at Nick Fury's like pad in the woods.
No.
What?
Apparently, this is Hawkeye's farm.
Okay, weird.
Yeah, Hawkeye's rich.
All right then.
If y'all didn't know that, he's fucking rich.
Well, I'm hoping a lot of the movie takes place there because everything I'm seeing that's exciting me,
Yeah,
aside from Ultron himself, is in like that area.
yeah.
Especially because there's like, okay, well, you go, everything I'm seeing with Tony Stark and Cap, it kind of looks like they're on each other's ass.
Right.
Like Tony fucks up, and like there's a bit where Cap tries to save those people in the car, and they fall off the bridge.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of tension between them. It's
Right,
good. It's so
and
good.
there's like the log rip scene. There's a bit where Black Widow's like, "Well, you fucked up spectacularly," and Cap like laughs in like agreement. And so it's like, they're at each other's. They're definitely not getting along. But then there's like that bit where I'm assuming it's right before the climax where Tony's like, we're not all gonna make it out of this one. And Cap's like, hey, I got nothing going on tomorrow night. I'm thinking,
Such a great line.
yeah.
Right? It's so awesome.
It's like, oh, they're getting friendly, which sucks because I know the next time I see these two,
They're gonna be at war.
Yeah.
Which also brings up some slight news. Hawkeye is gonna be in Civil War.
That makes sense. I wonder
Yeah.
whose side he would be on, though. I'm going to assume Iron Man's.
I would assume Caps,
Yeah, I would assume Caps.
but I can't tell you comic book wise because in the comics Hawkeye was dead at this point.
And so was Thor.
Yeah, Civil War is gonna be awesome. But this is what worries me about all the Marvel news. Is like you giving us all this information, yet you still haven't given us Age of Ultron yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, that's the thing, too, is I was talking with a friend about this today. So with Hawkeye being confirmed for Civil War, that means the potential characters that die in Age of Ultron, it looks like it's down to like Hulk and Black Widow as the
And
potential ones.
and
And
maybe No, not Black Widow. Black Widow's confirmed for being in Civil War as well.
Oh, okay.
so, and everybody's thinking if it happens, it's going to be Hawk is sent to space
Okay.
for probably a potential Planet Hawk,
Right.
but we don't know.
Right. I was just thinking, since it looks like they're teasing some sort of romance between the two of them, it would obviously
That's
have to be
weird.
one of those.
Is it weird?
I just you can't have sex. You can't even get excited about anything. I don't know. Maybe she has a death wish.
That reminds me of this fucked up gif I saw
Yeah,
today.
I've seen that gift. I've seen that one.
What gift?
Don't want to see it, I don't think.
Oh, I want to see it now.
Put it in the chat.
Hey,
Okay.
you do it, because I want to be in Heeni's good books.
I'm already in Heeni's good book, so.
Yeah.
I
Is it
gotta
that
see
bad?
it. I gotta see it. Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad.
I sent it to Microchip and asked if this is what it's like.
What is up with you, man?
Then just send it.
Okay,
I really want to see it.
Okay,
You really don't. You'll regret these words.
Make sure you have no one around you. Okay, sent.
Hulk versus Black
Please,
Widow.
please make sure nobody's around you.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It gets funnier the longer it goes on.
It's so wrong.
Oh, that is just gonna be in my mind.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
Wow. Is that a real thing or?
It
must be.
Yeah, it's kind of no, I don't even want to explain it.
We should explain it to the viewers who have been held in suspense here.
No.
Jared,
No.
I think they deserve an explanation.
No.
Yeah.
No, they do not. Anyways, so
Don't do it at work and don't do it with people around you.
For all you kids listening at home.
God damn it, Jordan.
Tell them Jordan's.
Yes.
Yes. Tell them Jordan said you.
God damn it, Jordan. So movies this week.
Yes.
Because to get off of this
Excellent.
goddamn subject. Me and Jordan seen a few movies this week.
Yep.
Heeni has other things to do. Like Young Justice, which is far superior.
Yeah, it is.
How far are you?
Season 1, episode 19.
Okay, just about the end there.
I'm not trying to get through it too fast. I hear that I'll be thoroughly disappointed when I get there.
Yep. You just belong in the inevitable.
Yeah, pretty much.
How you gonna be so disappointed? This week I actually watched another movie. Other than the movie we're supposed to watch. I watched Big Hero 6 this week.
Oh, did you love it?
I loved it.
Yay.
I actually did for the first time in like years. I actually teared up during the movie.
Aw. At which
Twice.
part? I was say, at which part?
David Jordan. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I teared up at the part where Hero's brother died, and it's funny because I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you do know, eh? Yeah.
Because everybody talked about it. Yeah, I was like expecting it to happen, and then when it does, it still hit me
When what happens?
when Hero's brother dies.
Oh.
Yeah, douche. And the second part was when Baymax was
Yeah,
left
I
behind.
figured.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah, that
It's
part I was just like, what? Why didn't you just grab him? Oh, I don't know.
because yeah, there was a that was kind of my problem with it. There was a lot of points where I'm like, but why did you do that? Like the part where the big reveal is that I forget what his name, but the nice scientist
Yeah,
turns out to be the bad guy,
yeah.
which I kind of suspected that, but I was doubting it because I was like, why would he do that? Why would
Yeah,
he
and then
do
they
it?
bring in
Yeah, the
they
daughter.
bring in the whole daughter thing.
Yeah,
But she's only mentioned once during the whole movie. That's when he's like, "Oh, my daughter likes this stuff too." And then
yeah.
you're supposed to like care for her. Oh, and that part where you see her get into the spaceship, but you don't know it's his daughter at that moment.
And wasn't that? And did we see that? No, we seen that after. I mean, we seen that before the big reveal.
Yeah,
But but
you just don't know.
my problem with that was why did he go through that whole explosion to get the mini bots when he already agreed to give them the mini bots?
Yeah, I'm confused by that too.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, yeah, fuck that guy. I want to go to your school. I want to bring my inventions to your school. Here, like, okay, now let me burn this motherfucker down. So reasons. It was like there was parts like that where I'm like, what, why? But overall, it's still a great movie.
It
Especially
is.
especially that part where Baymax and Hero go into that world.
That is a really nice scene.
Yeah,
I like the movie. I just like the first half is definitely better than the second half, though.
yeah,
It got really good, and then it just kind of like stalled out a little bit. But yeah, overall, it's a really good movie.
yeah,
I love Baymax. Baymax is such an adorable character.
yeah. But good movie, very good. I really recommend it. Especially if you have kids who watch Frozen for the 3,000th time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate Frozen.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Or
Yeah.
fuck all of that shit and buy your kids box trolls like good, decent parents.
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
Fuck you,
I haven't
Jared.
watched
Watch
Box
box
Trolls. I
trolls.
haven't watched I haven't watched Box Trolls yet.
Oh, Boss Trolls is
Uh,
really good as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
Penny, don't agree with him.
Heenie,
You
you're
give him power.
alright.
You see what you do? Jordan,
Yes.
you've seen a couple of movies.
Yep. Beowulf.
Oh, you
Finally
haven't
got.
seen that yet?
No, this is my first time. I seen the Christmas Carol and Polar Express, but never Beowulf. Yeah, it surprisingly kicked ass. I kind of wish I'd seen it in theaters.
Oh, I loved it too.
That scene with Grendel, the initial scene, was
Oh, it's so
so
and he fights him, Nate. Oh,
right, or like, well,
but
like both
that's
scenes. Yeah, it's like they're just so.
so intense in this.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would have been like in 3D because it was like gory and like so dynamic in the way that you're following these people getting like picked up and ripped to shreds and like there's that
Yeah, it's so
flashing.
terrifying. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and there's like just Grendel himself is such a disgusting creation.
right, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Recommend it?
Yeah. Hey,
No.
naked CG Angelina Jolie. What's not to like?
Almost naked.
Well, yeah. Well,
Enough. Make it enough.
okay, there was the Brothers Bloom, which I still don't know if I was into. That was Ryan Johnson directed that one.
What's it about? I don't think
Uh,
I've heard of it.
let's see. Adrian Brody and Mark Ruffalo are brothers. That are con artists, and they started that when they were kids, and they have like successful. They were orphans, and they've successfully been conning people since they were really young. And at this point, Adrian Brody is like tired of the whole thing. He's tired of basically living a scripted life, so he tries to escape. But Mark Ruffalo convinces him to do one more con, and it involves Rachel Wise, who's an epileptic photographer who's really rich, and he starts falling in love with her.
Of course.
Yeah. Also,
That actually sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
But where did it
isn't
go wrong?
say what?
Where did it go wrong? Because you don't sound like it was.
I liked it, but there were times where it was a bit like kind of overly quirky. I feel kind of like in that I don't want to say in that Wes Anderson way, but
in
it was off-puttingly
the
quirky.
Shane Black way?
I like Shane Black, but
Apologies then.
in a kind of like hipstery way, and also like
Okay.
Rachel Wise's character was an extreme manic pixie dream girl, and that kind of got on my nerves at points.
Unpopular opinion. I like Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
I think it could be good when done right.
I can give you that.
Like
What kind of girls?
the manic pixie dream girl.
How do you
Girl.
describe that?
It's like one of those girls in movies who's like overly. She's like a free spirit, and the guy doesn't really know how to get a grasp of her.
Have you seen Garden State?
No.
Have you seen anything with Zoe Deschanel?
Yes. Yes.
And she's
Oh,
very
that
much
kind
playing
of
like
girl.
Yeah, that
yeah.
movie. That movie.
That one girl that plays
Yeah.
Okay. They're cool girls.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no problem with
I
that.
could see the attraction to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it is they don't exist, so that's
Yeah.
why.
What should we call it? The Japanese chick from Pacific Rim was in there too.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that.
She's mute like the entire time, except for a couple of times I think when she sings. She's pretty funny. She's one of the funnier parts of the movie.
Well, all right. You have one more?
An old Buster Keaton film, which was really fun. The General.
The General.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Buster Keaton's filmography.
Okay, it's silent era type thing. He plays a train conductor who tries to enlist in the Confederate Army when the Civil War starts, but only because like his girlfriend's like, "You're going to enlist, right?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he tries to enlist, but they won't take him. But nobody in his family believes that he was rejected. They just think he's a coward.
Right.
But eventually, his girlfriend gets taken hostage by troops from the north, so he has to like go in, chase like the train that took her, and then take her back to the south after he goes into enemy lines. And it's a lot of fun.
And extremely racist.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's like one of those John Wayne type things where they don't get into why the Confederate Army was the bad one.
Right. God, I hate you, John Wayne. Fuck him. I do want to watch was John Wayne's Genghis Khan.
Okay, I haven't seen that either yet.
Yeah, where he plays Genghis Khan.
What?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
On that subject, did you ever see Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No.
Okay, yeah, that was first Manic Pixie Dream Girl, by the way, I think. I think she was the first one. I absolutely hated that movie. And you're bringing that up reminds me of a Mickey Rooney in that movie.
Oh yeah,
In
yeah,
Yellowface.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, yep. Hollywood back then. Hollywood now, but Hollywood back then. Yeah, extremely racist.
Yeah.
Yep. And with that, we're gonna take a small break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about Upstream Color and Whiplash.
Thank you.
Who's doing like, who's doing that?
It's me. Every time I hear that.
The water before you is somehow special. It is better than anything you've ever tasted. Each drink is better than the last. Take a drink now.
We lost someone.
And it wasn't me.
Sadly, it wasn't him. Heeni had some unexpected things to do, so we must carry on.
She's on her way over here.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Anyway, with that being said, we have 2 movies to discuss this week.
Oh, what would those movies be?
Our first movie of our double feature, we're going to be talking about Upstream Color, a 2013 film written, directed, and I'm sorry. This movie was written, directed, produced, edited, composed, designed, and cast by and starring Shane Carruth.
God damn.
Yeah. This dude didn't want nobody to do anything. This was his second film. And the reason why I wanted to do this movie this week is because since Jordan wanted to do his number 1 movie of 2014, I
Number
decided.
2.
What was number 1?
Under the Skin.
Since Jordan wanted to do his number 2 movie of 2014, I decided to do my number 1 movie of 2013. So let's get the plot out of the way.
If
before
that's
we talk
humanly possible.
Before we talk about it. Okay, according to Wikipedia, Upstream Color is about 2 people whose lives and behaviors are affected by a complex parasite. Without knowing it, that has a 3-stage life cycle in which it passes from humans to pigs to orchids. A man and a woman are drawn together, entangled in the life cycle of an ageless organism. Identity becomes an illusion as they struggle to assemble the loose fragments of wrecked lives.
Erect?
Wrecked lives. Yeah. This movie is a not clusterfuck. This movie is weird, strange, and just a mind fuck.
Yep.
The movie.
Uh,
Jordan, what do you think about this movie?
Okay, I'm going off my first memory because I didn't watch it a second time this week.
Yeah.
I remember this being like having very little dialogue and surprisingly making a lot of sense visually.
Right.
at least a sense in that you knew what was happening, but it's still fucking bizarre and nonsensical.
Right. Which is funny because Shane Carruth's first movie, I don't know if you've seen it, was Primer.
No,
You haven't
I've
seen
been
Primer?
recommended that now,
No.
though.
Primer is almost kind of like the exact opposite, where it's nothing but dialogue.
Oh, interesting.
But the problem is the dialogue doesn't make sense.
Damn.
So it's even harder to understand what is going on. Yeah, is this movie Upstream Color and Primer is kind of like two movies that you could see together and
Okay.
then spend the rest of your week trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in both of these films. Because in Primer, he has he was an engineer. I'm talking about Shane Carruth.
Okay.
Like he went to school for engineering and then just decided, you know what, let's make movies. And
Oh,
he used that knowledge of being an engineer to write his dialogue. So unless you're like a master at engineering, you don't understand what the fuck is going on.
weird.
Yeah, yeah, it is another movie that you're gonna have to work with it to actually enjoy.
Did he have any prior filming experience?
No,
Okay, because that's
yeah, but you can see it.
incredible then.
Yeah, you can see it in Primer. He's the same, written, directed. He's did everything with Primer too. But he's one of
Right,
those. It's one of those movies where he just said, you know what, let's make a movie,
right. A
and
true
he
indie filmmaker.
yeah, and made one, and
And
blew
is,
people's minds.
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and you kind of see that with this movie too, because one of my I say gripes about this film is the acting,
Oh,
because you could tell that it's being held up by the star Amy Simons. It's her movie
right.
because think she's the better actor out of the two.
Yeah, I don't remember enough of his
Yeah,
performance.
yeah. For those at home, Jared has seen this a minimum of 5 times already.
Wow.
Yeah,
I remember her performance though. Yeah, that was like, uh, I feel like this movie goes through like an entire sort of like train of emotions.
yeah,
In that, it starts off kind of like, yeah, that guy's ripping her off, I think, or something.
yeah. It starts off with the dude's name, according to the credits, is Thief,
Okay,
and he creates a kind of a parasite
right,
from some types of flour, and the parasite has the ability, if ingested, to make the person who ate the the parasite susceptible to anybody's how you call it.
uh,
It's just susceptible to anybody's damn it,
influence.
influence, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. So while Amy's Amy Simon's character goes out partying one night, and she gets kidnapped by this guy
right,
and force feeds her the parasite. And now she's like under this dude's will.
right,
And when he takes her to her house and to explain how powerful the parasite is, there's a scene where he's talking to her and he says that at a certain point he says that his face is as bright as the sun, and she can't look at him in the eye anymore because she's just this blinding light.
Right.
Hey, hold on, I got a cough.
Okay.
So anyway, he just decides I'm going to completely steal everything in her possession. So he starts emptying her accounts, started taking money from her mortgage. She has gold coins under her flooring.
Yeah.
Yeah, just starts taking all of her money, all the while kind of starving her.
Yeah.
And just there's a, there's kind of a fucked up but funny scene where she's just looking at a picture of a deer, just like a painting of a deer, and it's like the funniest television show she's ever seen in her life. So after a certain point, Ben, he's decided, all right, I'm done with this. I've stolen all the money. Let me just leave. And then that's when she's like back to normal.
Right. And she's like, "Oh, where the fuck?"
Yeah, what the fuck happened? She called her
Yeah.
job. Her job fired her because she's been gone for like days, maybe weeks. Her whole life is ruined, and she has no idea why. According to her, she just blacked out.
Right.
Okay, so she's back home for the time being, doesn't know what to do, but she's just sleeping one day, and then she just starts hearing this sound. And
I thought that you were making the sound right there.
no. She's making this sound. It's kind of like just atmospheric music,
Right.
and it's like it calls her. And then she goes to this farm, and we have this guy who's in the title called the Sampler.
I don't like this part.
Yeah. This rig is nasty. Okay, so that parasite that was in her, it grew. Like it completely took over her system. So the sampler has to take the parasite out of her, and it's kind of like a tapeworm. And but you can't just get rid of it. You have to insert it into a pig. So he has to like pull this long tapeworm like parasite out of her and transfer it into a pig. And after he does that, he just lets her go. Now her and the pig are connected. And he kind of has this pig farm, and there's a lot of pigs, so that means he done this to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so we cut to maybe like a year later, and her life is done. And she meets Jeff, played by Shane Carruth, who's also life is ruined for him. So they don't know why their life is gone. They just know that one day they blacked out, and then next thing they know, everybody is gone, and by the finances is over. But in Jeff's case, played by Shane Carruth, who starred next to Amy Simons, Jeff thinks it was just another episode of alcohol, not really knowing the fact that no, the same thing that happened to same thing
Right.
that happened to Amy Simon's character happened to him.
Right.
However, their starting a little romance together, and we cut to the farm, and there are two pigs that are kind of starting a little romance together. And we have the sampler looking at them like, oh, okay, just keeping an eye out on them. So at this point in the film, we're just we're following their growing relationship, and just kind of like how these two fucked up people are coming together and finding something special between them.
Except no butter.
Is that what?
No butter.
Shut up, Jordan. Shut up. Butter comes later. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have them growing together, and we have the pigs growing together. And then, if I can remember, we get to a point where they're getting so close that they're starting to. It seems like Chris, who is played by Amy Simons, they start having a discussion about what they were doing when they were younger, just like having random conversations about, oh yeah, when I was a kid, I used to go to this like this camp, and we have Jeff who's like, wait, no, you didn't go to that camp. I went to that camp. He was like, no, I did this. It was like, no, I did this. It seems like
Right.
their memories are kind of crossed.
Right.
So they don't know who done what when they were little. So it seems like they're getting a little too close now. Back at the farm, the two pigs that are growing together, they have sex. And at the same time, Jeff and Chris finally just have sex. And the pigs, those two have babies, have little piglets. However, with Chris, she can't have kids. And the farmer sees that the pigs have kids, decides to do what farmers do when there's little piglets. Decides to throw them over a river for some reason. However, the two pigs connection and Jeff and Chris's connection are so deep that when the sampler takes the pigs away from the two love pigs, Jeff and Chris kind of feel like something has been taken away from them, like their child has been taken away from them, and they start going fucking nuts as the pigs do. They don't understand why they're like, what the fuck is going on? They just like, all right, something bad is about to happen, or something bad just happened. We need to get together and we need to hide out somewhere. Meanwhile, farmer takes the pigs, throw them over the river. Goddamn, this goddamn movie.
Right? I was thinking, like, everybody listening right now.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And
Is this real life?
This is only half the movie. Like, what happens from there? Okay, things are safe now, but Jeff and Chris are living together. Things seems to be doing okay until one night Chris starts hearing this humming. She doesn't know where's this. She thinks it's from under the house or something, but she hears this humming and like driving Jeff crazy because she's like, "Where is that humming coming from?" And he's like, "There's no humming." So they go out driving, and I guess Chris hears the humming from a power line, and it kind of clicks that okay, I have to go somewhere because apparently the sampler, the reason why we call him the sampler is because he makes music.
Right. Samples like sound effects and shit.
Yeah, and he's been using random things to make his music and been selling them. And they go to Chris and Jeff go to a music place and buy one of his CDs, and they're like, okay, this is the sound. So they decide to go to this person's house and shoot him. I think, I think that's how it went. And then after they shoot him, they try to get all the other people that's been victims of this guy's shit, and they come to this farm and start raising the pigs. And the thief in the middle, I mean, in the beginning of the film, tries to go to his flower shop to get the flowers that he usually gets to start to feed the parasites so he could do all his crimes. Sees that his flowers, the specific flowers, are tainted, and they're tainted because the farmer threw the pigs over the river and their blood went into the flowers and ruined them. And that's how it ends, I think. Yeah, Upstream Color, people. My brain.
Yeah. I was gonna say, maybe 30% of that stuck with me.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
like coming back to me as you were saying it, but all I remembered was the bank account stuff, them like progressively falling in love, the sampler, the pig stuff, and that whole like the surgery bit and the bit where they're drawn in with the ambient sound.
yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know.
Yeah.
So Upstream Color. It was actually as much as it's hard for me to describe. I love this movie. It's just I, I kept having to go back to watch it, and I remember my first time watching it. I had to watch it at an independent movie theater in New York because I saw the trailer and it was just showing nowhere near me. And I was in New York one day, and I was like, "Hey, let me just go to this theater and watch Upstream Color." And I walked out of that theater like, I don't know what the fuck just happened there. But the cinematography was beautiful. And then
Yeah.
when it came out on Blu-ray like a week later, I had to buy it and watched it again, and the story just kept getting to me. So it kind of like built like a snowball, and to the point where it was like, okay, now every other movie has to live up to me having to watch this movie. So, what do you think of Upstream Color?
Well, your enthusiasm for it is definitely encouraging me to watch it again.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm in one of those situations right now where like I have a lot of movies on the table and I'm trying to like watch like half a dozen a day pretty much.
right.
Uh so it's like I haven't been edging in room for movies I've seen before, but which is totally why I didn't see it this week. Besides
Yeah.
being lazy,
Right.
but yeah, I remember it being good, and I remember when I saw it, but because I saw it after you recommended it on the quote unquote show, like maybe the first episode.
Right.
So yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, I think I could do with a refresher.
Yeah, I would say me, I'm a mood watcher,
Okay.
but with this movie, it was one of those, like the first time I watched it, like there was no reason for me to watch it again. Like I felt the same way you did, but there was something that kept calling me back to this movie.
Hmm.
And it was like, okay, I finally made time for it. And then it was like, all right, here's the funny thing about it. The second time I watched it, I got a better understanding of it, and I was like, okay, that was good. And I was about to take it out when something told me, you know what? Let me watch this movie again.
Damn.
And for the first time in a long time, it was the first movie I watched back to back.
Jesus.
And it was like, okay, now my whole night is going to be me trying to dissect this movie. But it's one of those movies that I really love where it doesn't give me all of the answers.
Right.
I have to fight for it, and it's not like one of those. It's not those movies where it's not intentionally. It's just not giving me answers. It's just
Right.
saying like the answers are there. The answers are there. You just have to look for it.
Right. What should we call it? Enemy was like that this year for me. I really appreciated Enemy for that.
I would highly recommend you watching Upstream Color 3 times. Because that's all you, and you know what? In fact, when we're done here, I'm going to watch it again. But after I watch our next movie, 2014's Whiplash.
5, 6, 7. Not quite my tempo. It's all good. No worries. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. You're rushing. Here we go. Ready? Okay. 5, 6, and. Dragging just a hair. Wait for my cue. 5, 6, 7. Rushing. 5, 6, and. Dragging. 5, 6, and. Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
I don't know.
Sure you do.
The tempo?
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
I don't know.
Start counting.
5, 6, 7.
In 4, damn it! Look at me!
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Now, was I rushing or was I dragging?
I don't know.
Count again.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rushing or dragging?
Rushing.
So you do know the difference.
Gotta talk about Whiplash.
Hell
Finally.
yes.
Finally
got around to watching it.
got around to watching it, and I will say this. I do regret not watching this earlier. This movie right here.
Right?
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
I
this is one
believe.
of those movies this year that I would feel comfortable watching back to back.
Yeah, this is on heavy rotation now. Is a 2014 drama film written and directed by Damon Chazelle, based on his experience in the Princeton High School studio band. Starring Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons, the film depicts the relationship between an ambitious student musician and an abusive yet respected instructor. And I have to say, I'm surprised that Paul Reiser, he was kind of good in this movie.
Who was he?
He was Miles Teller's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He looked familiar, but I
yeah,
don't know what he's been in.
Yeah, mad about you, man.
Okay, I never saw that.
The 90s. That's right. That's where he was in the 90s. So Whiplash.
Fucking Whiplash. Uh,
Whiplash.
you see what I mean by like, it's like physically exhausting to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
you find yourself like almost sweating
Yeah.
when it's done.
Yeah.
Both times I finished it, I like had to exhale.
Yeah.
There's that moment where I go, that was a movie.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Yeah. When people say they experienced the film, this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. We have to talk about J.K. Simmons and the J.K. Simmons Award.
Yeah.
The J.K. Simmons Award of Acting, because holy shit.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson, who?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, I forgot about James Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, right? I will always associate him with this character.
Yeah. Spider-Man's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird.
Actually, that funny story about that. The first time I watched Whiplash, I like recorded quote unquote with you guys like immediately after.
Right.
And then after that was done, I went and watched Thank You for Smoking for the first time. And J.K. Simmons was in that.
Right.
And after having watched Whiplash, every like mean thing he said in Thank You for Smoking just had more weight all of a sudden.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons, you really deserve that Oscar. You
Right?
really did. You really deserve that.
And it's like it's not just him yelling the whole time. There's actually
No.
bits where he gets like deceptively nice or
Yeah. Or even emotional.
right. There's I love that one bit where he's talking about the student of his that's died,
Right.
and like eventually you find out that he's lied about the fact that he was in a car crash. He actually killed himself. But there's that there's that whole undercurrent like to that now that he
He
this,
pushed him.
this yeah, he pushed this guy. He had high hopes for him, and then that failed. But also in context in that scene, he's crying, but you can tell he's gonna use that against
Yeah.
everybody in that room right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Miles Teller though.
yeah, and he had a really fantastic, uh, just process right there with like how his character evolved. It was
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with the bits with the girl he wanted to go out with.
right. He's a
How
fucking asshole.
yeah, he's an asshole. He's a douche. But I knew that was coming
Right.
because how J.K. Simmons was pushing him.
Right.
Like you knew eventually he was going to have to break up with this girl.
Right. And that was like I love how it moves on from there where he starts out like kind of awkward and shy. And then yeah, Simmons is pushing him and kind of making him, more like rebellious and just kind of angry at him, like "fuck you," I can do
Right.
this.
Yeah.
And then once J.K. Simmons actually puts him on the band and starts like giving him somewhat of a praise, then that goes to his head, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking awesome."
Yeah.
You get that dinner table scene where he's like talking shit to his cousins, which was great.
Yeah. Yeah. That scene, I was like, "Wow, what are you doing?
Right?
You was like the nervous little kid like a couple weeks ago. Now you're talking shit over spaghetti. What the hell's wrong with you?" The scene, I think that really sold me on this movie was towards the end when they had that big concert or that competition,
Mhm.
and Miles Teller character was late because of the bus.
Right. Holy shit.
Yeah, and he's just doing everything he can to get to that place in time. And when he's late, when he's actually late, he's having that argument with J.K. Simmons.
Right.
And J.K. Simmons like, you're not going on stage. You don't even have your sticks. And that just like popped in my head like, oh yeah, he did forget those shits.
Right.
And then he has to go all the way back to the renting place, the rental car place.
Right.
And then on his way back, I think I texted you when I text you. I text like I was watching Whiplash. I finally told you and Heeni that I was watching Whiplash.
Right.
And then you was like, yeah, finally. And then the moment you sent that, that's when he got hit by that truck. And that's why I had to text back, what the fuck? Because that came out of nowhere.
Right. And then
And
he keeps fucking going.
he keeps going. Because he has to do it. He has to play that.
Right.
And he still sucks.
Yeah. I was wondering how that bit was gonna go, because he gets there, and there's that moment where you're kind of like, because J.K. Simmons is like, Andrew, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it looks like he's almost gonna be sympathetic about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was like, oh, this is the point where he's gonna finally like get his respect and his due.
Right. Nope.
Nope. Nope. You suck and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Which sets up brilliantly the last scene.
Yeah. Which also, on that note, that scene right before he has to go back for the drumsticks, I love how he's like finally getting like indignant about the whole thing right there. You know, he's like telling him, "Fuck you! You can't give away my part. I earned
Yeah.
it."
Yeah.
And like that other guy is, like, he gave the part to me, man. Just chill. He's like, "Shut the fuck up! You turn my pages, bitch!" Like, he's got full asshole,
He went straight thug life on him.
which makes his breakdown at the end of the whole thing where he like tackles him on stage
Yeah.
just all the more
Yeah,
like
but
it added so much more to that.
but at that point, I'm like, when he started attacking him, I didn't feel anything for Miles Teller
Right.
because it was like, now you're just, you see, this is on you now.
Yeah.
You was in a car accident, dude. The fuck
Sit
you
this
doing
one out.
here? Yeah, you could sit this one out, but no. But all right, let's talk about that last scene.
Okay. God damn.
Yeah,
Okay, we should start with like when he meets him in the
in the bar.
yeah.
All right, so before they met at the bar, Miles Teller beat up J.K. Simmons, and his father, Miles Teller's father, got a lawyer who's after J.K. Simmons' character because of the student that died.
Right.
and they went to court. Miles Teller was supposed to be in like his testimony was supposed to be kept secret, and he testified against J.K. Simmons' character, which he eventually got fired from the school.
Right.
So J.K. Simmons is now playing piano at some random bar in New York, and Andrew, played by Miles Teller,
Who's been
it
out of the music business since, like,
yeah
he's quit school.
since the incident, goes to the bar because he sees J.K. Simmons is playing there, and just decides he wants to just watch him, I guess for like the last time or whatever.
Right.
But J.K. Simmons' character catches him, and they decided to have dinner together, or just to catch up. And while they're catching up, J.K. Simmons tells him how he got fired, and that he's just he's just playing these bars, and he has a big gig at the JVC Center, I guess for just a pro band,
Yeah.
and they're gonna just play this show because I guess the people at the JV Center respected him,
Right. And this
and
was something he kept building up while they were in school too. Like, if you hit this place
yeah,
and if you're in front of these people, then you can that'll kickstart your career if
right.
you
If
earn it.
if you impress them, your career is set. So J.K. Simmons like, okay, uh, J.K. Simmons decides, you know what, Miles, we had this nice conversation about how pushing people to their limits could get you somewhere. My drummer sucks. Why don't you come and replace him for this show? Like
Right.
you can even have the weekend to think about it. Miles Teller decides to do that. Which wait, let me little sidebar. Story of my life. Uh, he calls the girl and to invite her to watch him do this show.
Right.
And story of my life. She says, "Okay, but let me ask my boyfriend first." Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah. Damn it. Fuck. So anyway, go to the show.
Oh, also on that note, up until that point, like at the bar, they have that whole conversation about how like nobody really got what I was doing there. I was trying to push people to encourage them to be the best.
Right.
Because people don't get that anymore, and you can see that now, and just how shitty jazz music is nowadays.
Yeah. He points out to the Starbucks
Yeah,
Starbucks jazz soundtrack.
and he's like, and this is, by the way, I think like one of the it's something that if you're like inspired to take any sort of artistic medium or really any sort of career path, you have to almost take to heart, which is um, Miles Teller goes, but if you go too far and you discourage the next whoever, the next great
Yeah.
one. And he's like, well, the next great guy would never be
Be
discouraged.
discouraged.
Right. And he's he goes on about how like, I could really use you in the band because you were you were pretty good, and those other two guys were more just uh incentive for you.
I love it. He says the two most stupid words in the English language is "good job."
Right.
So I need you because you are the best. Okay, you could catch them all, Ash. Catch them. Okay, I need you. I need you on this show. I need you. Okay? Keep that in mind. So we cut to the JVC. We cut to that, and he's prepping everybody. He's like, "Hey, hey, people, this is a big time. This is time to get your shit straight. Okay? Those people are your careers. Don't fuck up. Okay? Don't fuck this up, everybody. You hear that, everybody? Don't fuck this up. Keep that in mind."
Yeah, he's like, those people out there, they don't forget.
Yeah.
If you rock, then your career is set from here,
Right.
and they have all the connections to put you anywhere on the map. But if you suck, they will not forget you.
you better start looking for a new line of work after this. Okay? Don't screw it up. Okay, guys? You hear that, everybody? Do not screw that up. Keep that in mind. So we follow Miles Teller, goes up to the stage. Okay? Everybody's getting ready to start this show. J.K. Simmons walk up to Miles Teller and he says, "Look, man, I'm not stupid. I know it was you. I know it was you who testified against me." And he walks off. And he decides, you know what? We're going to play something completely different. Something I think Miles Teller has never played before.
Right. And there's that moment where he's looking at his sheet music,
Yeah.
and everybody else has something else. He's like, "Oh fuck!"
Fuck. He's like, fuck. And J.K. Simmons give him that look like, "Yeah, motherfucker. Let's begin."
And what's great here is like there's. It almost feels like the movie's gonna turn into like okay, well he gets the grasp of the song halfway
Yeah.
through, and he's gonna rock.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
He-
You suck.
He crashes and burns. The guy next to him, like on the cello or whatever, is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hurry up, man! Come on, man! It's just so goddamn embarrassing for him. He strictly crashes and burns, and he just gets up, walks away. His father bursts open the door, gives him a hug, and it seems like, okay, you're just gonna have to walk away in that sunset. Nope. Miles Teller turns around, gets onto that drum set. J.K. Simmons look at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they
And he
start
starts playing the fucking shit out of the
the
back drum set.
he plays Caravan,
Yeah,
which was the one like the hardest thing that like all throughout the whole movie. Caravan was the song that was like giving him the most shit over.
right. That was the one that like there was that one scene where all three of the drummers were like rotating, like competing for that spot on the band, and it took like until 11 at night or some shit.
Which was funny because after Miles Teller finally got that, they decided to start band practice.
Yeah.
But at that point he just decided to play the shit at a Caravan. And maybe go back to that scene at the bar where J.K. Simmons was talking about how he was talking about one of the great drummers and how he had a cymbal thrown at him,
Right.
and he said that that dude was laughed off stage, and that night the dude decided to just continue to practice, and he practiced for like a whole year, and then came back and did a drum solo that just blew everybody's mind.
Right.
And we cut back to the JV center. Wait, J.K. Simmons said that all he wanted to do was find that one student that could do that.
Right.
And with this scene at the JVC Center, that's what happens. Miles Teller becomes that great drummer for J.K. Simmons' character,
Right.
and he does his drum solo, which I think was shot very beautifully.
Yeah. What was fucked up was when I first watched it, it gets to that point where everything's just silent and he's smashing away at the drums and his sweat's flying everywhere.
Right.
That's when you and Rob called me on Skype, so I got the Skype music playing while that's happening.
So you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. I was like, fuck off. Ending this.
But I don't know if you know this, but behind the scenes, that's actually Miles Teller's blood
Oh shit.
on the drum sets. Yeah.
I wonder if was that an accident then when he tears open the drum with his stick and then just starts punching it?
I think so.
Because that was
Yeah, it was
a
raw,
great.
wasn't it? That
Yeah.
was raw, wasn't it? And J.K. Simmons had to learn. She had to relearn piano lessons to do that scene in the bar.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, behind the scenes.
And that's that final scene there. Even if you've already seen it and know how it ends, it's still that kind of thing where it's like, okay, don't slow down, whatever the fuck you do, keep on the right pace.
Right.
Which I'm a music idiot, so when J.K. Simmons tells him he's rushing or dragging in that one scene, I can't tell the difference.
Right.
All I know is that when he's getting faster, he has to stay there.
Yeah.
Just like in that other scene where, yeah, the three drummers are competing, and Andrew's finally getting it, and J.K. Simmons starts throwing shit around, like, don't slow down.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking slow down.
And that whole drumming competition, you don't know what any of them are doing wrong.
Right.
Like they're drumming fast, I think.
Yeah.
Like you could drum faster than this,
Right. And it makes you wonder if he's just fucking with them the whole time,
right?
or if like he's actually, if there is something wrong with what they're playing.
That you think that because there's that scene earlier, like early in the movie, where he's trying to figure out whose I guess instrument is off key,
Right. Oh god.
and he's fucking with that one kid.
Right.
And,
right.
And he's like, is your instrument, is it wrong? And the kid is like, I don't know, and like, get the fuck out. And he kicks him out of. Then when he's about to get everybody set, he turns to somebody else and was like, no, it was your instrument, but that dude didn't know, so fuck him.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing. Ah, such a great movie.
Yeah. I also just love like just the individual band members and how you can see on their faces that they knew what was up.
Mm-hmm.
Like well, in that bit where Miles Teller plays for the first time. It's actually funny when you see the clip in the trailer. That's the whole rushing and dragon scene
Mm-hmm.
versus first time playing. And in the trailer, it almost looks like it's funny, but the way he's manipulated there at the beginning, where
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons just comes in like all friendly, like,
How you doing, man? You all right? How's
yeah,
your mother?
yeah. What's life been like? What's your story?
What makes you tick?
Right. And then he starts, and at first he's like, yeah, he's got this. Okay, little trouble there, little trouble.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
You got it. You're a nice little angel, aren't you?
Okay, just picking up a bit here. Oh, not that much. Okay, here we go. And he fucking throws a chair at his
Yeah.
head.
Do you know why I threw that chair? God damn it, J.K. Simmons. You are scary as you are awesome.
Right. And in that scene where he's like, there's that scene, yeah, where the three drummers are competing, and he's telling everybody, like, I'm sorry about this, guys. Go fucking take a
Take a
coffee break.
fiver. Take
Yeah.
a fiver or 20 or an hour.
Yeah.
He's Arlie Hammer type crazy in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen Full Metal Jacket? It just all the shit that's just coming out of his mouth.
I have not yet.
If you love J.K. Simmons, and there's Full Metal Jacket with Arlie Hammer, just it's this level.
I thought you
All
said
the
Army Hammer for a
no,
sec.
yeah, Arlie Hammer, just all the shit that's coming out of his mouth. He's just shit talking the same as J.K. Simmons.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. No, wait. I know who you're talking about now.
yeah,
I was thinking of like the guy, just in the bits I've seen, the guy who says like, I am in a world of shit.
yeah,
The crazy dude. But yeah, the drill sergeant. Yeah,
yeah.
I see what you mean.
It'd be a nice little companion piece with this movie.
Yeah.
Except for that second half. I don't like the second half. But Whiplash.
How did you feel about Andrew in that last scene? By the way,
Wait, what do
like,
you mean?
like at that point, did you still dislike him, or?
No. I respected him more. I respected him a whole lot because he went back and just decided, you know what? I would have hated him if he started off like that. But the fact that J.K. Simmons tried to bone him is so bad that now he's just
Right.
doing this. He's kind of doing it to spite him now.
Right.
that really turned me around on Andrew.
Right. Which is great because he finally gets that confidence in there,
Yeah,
and he's like taking every opportunity to say like "fuck off" to
yeah.
J.K. Simmons. Like there's a bit where J.K. Simmons like walks up to the drum set. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he just slaps the cymbals.
Right in front of his face.
Yeah.
I love that. Love it. If you did not watch Whiplash, those at home, the fuck are you doing with your life? Huh, Jared? The fuck you doing
Yeah.
with your life? 3 weeks ago.
Now you can have my back on the quote unquote where everybody's saying like, "Yeah, I'll probably never watch Whiplash in my life."
No. You are wasting your life, your children's lives, and your future generations' life by not watching Whiplash.
Right.
Whiplash is so good.
So damn good. I have
So
the
good.
Blu-ray like staring me in the face right now. It's like,
You know you want to watch me.
just put me in.
So our final thoughts on Whiplash.
Oddly inspiring for me.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's because I certainly agree with the fact that like it makes me feel like if I'm not able to put up with that kind of shit, then I don't deserve to be successful as like a filmmaker, which is
Right.
what I want to do. So yeah, I completely agree with him on saying that like the next Charlie Parker or whatever would never be discouraged.
Right. Like now it makes you want to be the best at whatever the hell you're doing it.
Right.
If it's trying to write the next Citizen Kane or the best burger flipper, this movie is that kind of movie.
Yeah. Which also is kind of like self-aware in the sense that the director is only 28 years old.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so it makes me feel like shit. I have no excuse for not getting
Yeah,
off my ass right now.
right. Why did you tell me that? Did you see the short?
Yeah, it's on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. What's different?
Uh,
Is it just a shorter version of Whiplash?
yeah, it's that scene with the fat kid. It's just that,
Okay.
but of course it's a different music room and a lot of the same actors actually. Like the fat kid's the same. Um, Same dialogue too, I think. And Johnny Simmons is playing Andrew.
Johnny Simmons.
Yeah, he was young Neil.
Oh, young Neil. Oh, why did you say that? I'm so glad I didn't watch it because now, I kind of want to see young Neil as this Andrew. nothing against, nothing against Miles Teller, but
Right.
young Neil.
He does a good job because
Yeah.
it's that whole sequence where he tears the fat kid down and then take a break, talks to Andrew, comes back and throws the chair and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which it's still that gets me with the whole Academy Award thing for best adapted screenplay.
Wait, what was it?
They gave Whiplash a nomination for best adapted screenplay based on the short film, but the short film was a proof of concept, which was just him taking a segment from the screenplay, filming it.
I think the thing about it was he took that short film and he brought it to Sundance. He brought it to
Okay.
Sundance. He brought it to Sundance and it got some awards there, and then that's where he got the funding to make the full movie. So I'm guessing they're seeing it as okay, since the only reason why you got your funding is because you I don't know. I don't
It's
know, Academy. I don't
it's
know,
still
okay.
just weird that it's best adapted screenplay.
Yeah, but is adapted from a short
Itself,
film. Yeah, it's adapted from a short film that was adapted by the script of this movie.
right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's fucking academies. They don't make sense. They never make sense. Do we recommend Whiplash?
God no.
Nah, don't. You're wasting your life if you watch Whiplash.
Yeah, don't watch
No, no, no,
Whiplash if you like good movies.
no. It's a great movie. In fact, we go back to the spill rating and say this is better than sex.
Oh yeah,
This is way better than sex. Whiplash. Go watch it.
I could only
Oh,
say that about 3 movies this year: Under the Skin, Whiplash, and Box Trolls.
really?
Yeah, I would put Box Trolls on better than sex.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that. Not about box shows, about Whiplash. I haven't watched box shows yet. So, do we have any questions from the fan?
We can only have 2 questions because we waited so damn long.
All right. 2 questions. Don't tell me
Okay.
it's 2 questions from the same guy.
It is.
2 questions from the fan. All right, we like it.
And they're both for Heeni. I'm kidding. That would suck balls.
That would suck so much. So what's our question?
Okay, this is from Jose, who says Whiplash versus Birdman.
I haven't seen Birdman yet.
For me, it's definitely Whiplash. I
I
enjoy and appreciate Birdman, but there's something a lot more. Okay, Whiplash is just as well made, I would say, if not I don't want to say more so because they're both very different in
Right.
what they're trying to do and the execution. You know, one's sort of claustrophobic, uh, Michael Keaton, uh, semi, it's sort of like a tribute to him,
Right.
like saying why he's great, but also what kind of shit he's like the trends he started now,
Right.
and why those aren't really great. Just sort of like an analysis of his career, at least at where it is right now.
Okay.
Whereas Whiplash, is more just about general artistry and following your passion kind of thing. But with Whiplash, I have an emotional, a far stronger emotional investment in it, as well as it's actually breathtaking, which is cliche but accurate. It actually is tense to the point where I sweat while watching it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would
And
definitely,
yeah.
Whiplash definitely above Birdman for me.
And Jose, I will get to you next week with this question. Right. And what's the second question?
A second question is: other than Whiplash, what's your favorite movie with J.K. Simmons in it?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be Spider-Man 2 for me.
Spider-Man. I do like Lady Killers.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I do like Lady Killers. And what other movies have I seen him in?
I liked him in For Love of the Game. Well, I mean, I liked that movie and he's in it, so there's that one.
For the Love of the Game. What was that about?
That's a Sam Raimi directed baseball movie with Kevin Costner.
Not at all. I forgot he was in Closer. Juno. He was awesome in Juno.
I know.
I like Juno.
What should we call it? I would recommend For Love of the Game.
Yeah, that's another example of manic pixie girl.
In Juno?
Yeah. Juno.
Yeah. Thank You for Smoking. I enjoyed the hell out of. It says he was in True Grit, even though it was just a voice uncredited. If that counts, definitely.
That doesn't count.
Oh.
That doesn't count.
Oh.
I don't care.
Well, I mean, out of everything he's been in ever, Spider-Man 2 will be the highest movie, regardless for me.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
If you were expecting a more creative answer, fuck you.
Yeah. The hell? Come on, there's only one answer. Yeah. J.K. Simmons. Awesome. He well-deserved Oscar.
Yep.
I'm surprised Maltos didn't get a... You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Jake Gyllenhaal got nothing.
Jake Gyllenhaal got nothing. Maltos, you ain't getting nothing there. So, yep, that's everything. What's our movie next week?
It will be Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai.
Ghost Dog with the Samurai?
Way of the Samurai.
Oh, no. No.
It's actually really good.
No.
Did you see the director?
No.
Oh, and did you see who does the soundtrack for Ghost Dog? It's the RZA.
Oh, come on. Now you just want me to watch this. Oh, you know what? We should watch Ghost Dog and we should watch Man with the Iron Fist. We should do that. We should do that. Ghost Dog and Man with the Iron Fist.
For this week, or are we doing Killer Joe and Mud?
It looks like it's time for a coin flip. Alright. Call it.
Heads is Mud and Killer Joe.
Heads is Mud and Killer Joe. God damn it. God damn it. Ghost Dog and Iron Fist it is.
Fuck.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Wait, best 2 out of 3.
Fine. God damn it. The universe wants us to watch Ghost Dog. Alright, fine. I'm gonna get so drunk for this. Alright, that's the movies next week.
Alright.
Alright, and with that, God damn it. God damn it, Jordan. With that, we'd like to end this episode of the Late Night CinemaScope podcast. We're watching Ghost Dog next week. God damn it. Damn you, RZA. This is gonna be so interesting. Alright, with that, I'm Jared.
And I'm Jordan.
Good job, Jordan.
And Heeni was here.
God damn it. See, Heeni, see what you've done? This is your fault. You did this.
Thank you, Heeni.
Alright, everybody.